With a cold blast coming off the Victorian Alps, we could only be in one place, Winton Motor Raceway. Let's check out all the teams setting up for this weekend's round in the V8 Supercar Championship. Well, they say you're only as good as your last race, and Chaz Mostert, it's nearly a month ago, you've been able to bask in this thing for a little while.
Yeah, for sure. I've been kind of fingers crossed for an apocalypse, so I could be the last supercar race winner, I guess, but no, not really. It's been brilliant now here at Winton. Done a few laps here, so fingers crossed we can take a bit of glory from the last event and see how we go here.
How much of a fill-up was that for you and this race team?
Massive, obviously DJR's been going through a couple of hard times over the last couple of years, so to, get that win for them and, for all the sponsors that have stuck with them for over the years has been fantastic. And hopefully, we're on the way up and we'll get some more solid results this weekend, fingers crossed, and see where we end up in the championship at the end of the year.
I guess that's the thing, you don't just want to prove that that's not just a one weekend wonder.
I guess for sure, that's with any driver, I guess. You don't really want to just win one and, that'd be the end of it. But as this game is, it's pretty tough. There's 28 cars which are on their money nearly every weekend. And, you never know where you're going to end up. So you take your wins when you can and you just get your solid results when you can as well.
Looking ahead to this weekend, it could be pretty tricky. It's a bit fresh here on Thursday.
Yeah, we haven't really had a rain race with Car of the Future, so it's pretty exciting if the weather stays like this and, see who can drive the new car around the best and see who comes out on top. But definitely looking forward to it. Us young fellas, we're always up to the challenge, so see what we can do.
Well, Winton can be tricky at the best of times, and Tony D'Alberto, Thursday looks tricky enough just to set the garages up.
It does. I think the weather doesn't look great for this weekend. And it's probably one of the first times, other than the Grand Prix at the start of the year, that we've driven this car in the wet. So we don't have a lot of knowledge yet on this car. So I'm actually looking forward to getting out there tomorrow and doing some laps in the wet and getting a knowledge on the car and what we need to do to try and make it quick in the wet. And then if it does rain Saturday, Sunday, we're prepared for it.
Your team this year, I guess trying to find that mark of consistency, had a couple of good results, but it'd be nice to have a good solid weekend heading into these endurance races.
Yeah, 100%. Consistency is something that we lacked over the last couple of rounds. Townsville we had a great round, and then Queensland we slumped again. So we're just looking to try and get some points this weekend, do the best job we can and really build a solid base for these Enduros coming up.
This weekend as well, there's a lot of home field advantage, away field advantage. Queensland was a little bit like that. What about down here? Is it as set in stone that the teams from this end of the world will have an advantage?
I don't think so. For us personally, we haven't tested since the start of the year here. So we don't really, the car now is very different to when we first tested it. So I don't think we've got an advantage as such. Some teams have tested recently, but you saw up at Queensland, they didn't just have it their own way, the Queensland-based teams. So I think everyone knows Winton really well, and it's just up to everybody to do a good job on the weekend and get their cars set up right and hopefully the luck of the draw for them.
And finally, what Queensland really showed was a big mixed bag with winners. Triple Eight were up there, but then you get guys like Scott McLaughlin and Chaz Mostert who, really put a cat amongst the pigeons on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. Those two young guys are doing really well, and I'd like to put my name on one of those trophies as well. So, look, Scotty actually proved that it was a Victorian-based team that went up to Queensland and did a great job. There's no reason why we can't do a good job this weekend, even though we haven't done a lot of testing.
Now let's check out the point standings on the Coates Hire leaderboard. The Red Bull Racing Australia duo of Jamie Whincup and Craig Lowndes still lead the way, but have a look at Chaz Mostert. He only debuted in Perth and is now inside the top 20 in the point standings. The race schedule sees 2 practices on Friday, 75 minutes each. Saturday's quite busy with practice and qualifying, plus the 60-60 split format race, which gets underway at 3:15. Sunday, another practice, then 2 qualifying sessions, and the 2 100-kilometre races in the afternoon, with the first race at 1:35, the final race of the weekend getting underway at 4:15. This weekend's telecast coverage includes V8 Extra. In Sydney and Brisbane, it's on the 7 network. In Melbourne, Adelaide and Perth, on 7 Mate. On to Sunday, and 5.5 hours of coverage from Winton on both the 7 and 7 Mate networks. Don't forget high-definition replays of the races on Saturday and Sunday evenings at 7:30 on Speed. Test your motorsport knowledge with the Speedcafe Motorsport app driven by Proton. Download it now at Google Play and iTunes. As the rain starts to set in, things just about set to go here at Winton Motor Raceway. While you're here at speedcafe.com, don't forget to check out our race guide and also the CrimSafe Talking Tech with race director Tim Schenken, who shows you behind the scenes of race control. It's a massive weekend in motorsport, whether it's V8 Supercars, Dunlop Series or Carrera Cup here at Winton, or MotoGP in the Czech Republic, Formula 1 in Belgium, or even an Irwin Tools night race of the NASCARs in the USA. Stay tuned to Speed Cafe for all the latest news and results.